the weekly virtual flag raising ceremony at the provincial capital on Monday, May 11, 2020, donations kept pouring in for the much-needed supplies for our frontliners. Ayala Centrio Mall reached out to Governor GYVBE and donated 100,000 pesos, which will go towards funding the need of health workers and first responders who are at the front lines of the fight against COVID-19. The mall management expressed strong confidence in the governor. They know that the money will certainly be put to good use. At the same time and day, the Manakay Cousins, in collaboration with Cagayan Miss or Association of New York and Philippine Independence Day Council, Incorporated, donated 2,200 face masks to the provincial government of Misamis Oriental. Governor GYVBE and Provincial Task Force Chairman Dr. Jerry Kalingasan personally received the said donations, which will eventually be given to medical professionals working courageously and tirelessly in response to COVID-19. Meanwhile, Princetown Hypermart also gave away on that same day 6,000 face masks and 120 personal protective equipment to the provincial government for medical professionals and health workers fighting coronavirus disease. Donations have poured in after hospitals and medical workers bewailed the lack of protective gear in handling patients infected by the said virus. However, up to this time, no one from Misamis Oriental have so far been inflicted by the pandemic threatening the country. Also, members of the Misamis Oriental Department Heads Association donated various items to the provincial governor's office. Each of them had to dole out some money to purchase goods for frontliners. They handed over to Governor GYVBE 5 units of hot and cold water dispenser, 10 units of industrial fan, 10 units floodlights, and 10 units of blinkers to be distributed to uniformed personnel manning the major checkpoints in the province. Provincial Veterinarian Dr. Benjamin Resma said, the head of offices were strongly influenced and motivated by the exemplary service of Governor GYVBE, hence the contribution. Still on Monday, Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa, through his aide, donated at least 300 sacks of rice to the province as help in feeding the hungry in this time of health emergency. The governor said, these sacks of rice will be allocated to the poorest of the poor in the 23 towns and 2 cities of Misamis Oriental who were greatly affected by the economic crisis due to COVID-19. He was thankful for Senator De La Rosa for keeping his promise during the 2016 election that whenever his help is needed, he will be there for him anytime. Also, 5 units of portable hand washing facility were turned over by the Assistance and Cooperation for Community Resilience and Development Incorporated or ACCORD to augment the need for hygiene facilities during the national health emergency. Ms. Elizabeth Valmoria said, the unit, which cost 24,000 pesos each, is in line with the new normal, where hand washing will be required in the coming days. These portable units will be handed out to 4 provincial hospitals located in Alubihid, Mantikao, Balingasag, and Hingoog City. The last one shall be installed outside the Provincial Health Office for the public and the employees to use. With the unprecedented outpouring of charity, Governor GYVBE assured all the donors that their donations will not go to waste in the interest of transparency. All appropriation will be entered into the Transparency Donation Board for proper accounting and reporting. Happening on that same day was the blessing of 2 brand new units of rescue vehicle for the Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office through the efforts of Governor GYVBE Emano. The said vehicle is to prepare the province for any future calamity as part of the disaster resiliency program of the province. Later in the afternoon, the chairman of the Provincial Task Force for COVID-19, through Dr. Jerry Kalingasan, made public the rapid diagnostic test kits which the provincial government has procured ahead of time in anticipation to a possible mass testing when the need arises. A total of 6,250 RDTs, including that of Senator Miguel Zubiri, is now in place at the Provincial Health Office, ready to be used anytime. Governor GYVBE Emano is optimistic that the rapid diagnostic test kits can guide treatment decisions and further enhance public safety measures and will play some role in saving lives. On Tuesday, May 12, 2020, the Provincial Agriculture Office received an initial 400 bags of pollinated variety corn seeds from the Department of Agriculture as part of their program Plant, Plant, and Plant. The said seeds will be distributed to the different municipalities in the province for them to plant and ensure that there is enough supply of food, especially in these times of pandemic. On that same day, Pagro also gave away 150 bags of corn seeds and 20 bags of upland rice seeds for the municipality of Lugait. This is in support for the farmers who are mostly affected by the crisis. And on Wednesday, May 13, 2020, members of the Provincial Interagency Task Force convened and discussed, among others, the scheduled IATF lifting of community quarantine in northern Mindanao, Misamis Oriental being one of those that was classified as low-risk area by the Interagency Task Force, was given the chance to appeal before GCQ expires on May 15, Friday. Governor GYVBE Emano, who was saddened by the decision, submits to the wise decision of the experts. Also on Wednesday, Kirahon Solar Energy Corporation, in a ceremonial turnover, handed out 10,000 pesos cash and 8 sacks of 50 kilos rice to the provincial capital. The governor assured Mr. Oliver Labares, plant manager of the said company, that they will distribute this to frontliners in different hospitals and checkpoints. And on Thursday, May 14, 2020, the Department of Agriculture turned over to the provincial government of Misamis Oriental 10 million worth of seed cold storage facility in a virtual ceremony held in Barangay Lumbia, Cagayan de Oro City. Governor GYVBE Emano and Department of Agriculture Regional Director Carlene Collado signed the Certificate of Acceptance. DA assured they will bring in 15,600 bags of fertilizers and seeds amounting to 32,562,000 to be housed in the new facility. The governor is optimistic that the farming industry in Misamis Oriental will get a boost and a break to become the leading province to produce high-quality crops and vegetables, not only in northern Mindanao but in the entire country. Meanwhile, Pagro Chief Jose Apollo Pacamalan promised DA officials that his office will look after the proper maintenance of the said warehouse to ensure effectiveness and efficiency of agricultural products in the province. Also on Thursday, the Provincial Agriculture Office turned over coconut seedlings to the 58th Infantry Battalion, Alpha Company, led by Corporal Cyril Abante. The said seedlings will be given to the validated qualified farmers of the different barangays under geographically isolated and disadvantaged areas in Hingoog City. The validation was conducted on May 13 by Pagro Misor and 58IB in collaboration with Philippine Coconut Authority. Also on Thursday, Governor GYVBE continued to reach out to his scholars as the third wave of educational assistance were distributed to different chapters. The beneficiaries and their families were grateful for the continued support of the governor, especially in these difficult times.
Kini Gov, dako kay akong pagpasalamat o dako sa kinigtabang sa kuha. Kung dili po sa kuha Gov, kung dili apil na po sa akong pamilya.
And on Friday, May 15, 2020, the Provincial Health Office conducted the first round of orientation on the use of Rapid Diagnostic Test or RDT purposely to detect antibodies of persons infected by the coronavirus disease 2019. It was attended by municipal health officers in the 23 towns and 2 cities of Misamis Oriental along with medical technologists who will then be in charge with the specimen collection and test procedures, laboratory measures, and waste disposal. Meanwhile, Capital employees were encouraged to participate in the bloodletting activity organized by the provincial government of Misamis Oriental. Beneficiaries of the aforementioned activity will be patients from the Northern Mindanao Medical Center or NMMC. And beginning Saturday, May 16, 2020, through an amendment to IATF Resolution Number 35, areas including Misamis Oriental previously classified as low risk are now placed under general community quarantine, thus terminating the modified general community quarantine in the province. Also on Saturday, the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office, through its head, Mr. Junley Mar Abella, handed over a total of 120 food packs to CSWD office in Hingoog City, purposely for the 105 families or 529 internally displaced persons or IPDs who were forced to flee due to the firefight between the New People's Army and AFP on May 4 in Barangay Kalipay and Barangay Kamanikan. The said relief was received by a representative from CSWD. Governor GYVBE has been working courageously, selflessly, and tirelessly in response to the spread of COVID-19 in the province. His actions stand in glaring contrast to what his critics say. In fact, the outpouring of solidarity and support from different sectors only proves their full trust and confidence to the hardworking governor of Misamis Oriental. This is Jinky Receipt, PIO.